inside the mind of this Dragonite player. All right, guys, I'm gonna go sit in this bush. Let's see. I'm just gonna hide here. I'm gonna play the steal. All right, guys. You guys go do your team fight thing. I'm just gonna sit here. All right. Oh, well, just shoot. Okay, you guys are dead. Okay, that's fine. I'm just I'm just gonna hang out here. It's all good. You know what? These guys suck anyway. I'm just gonna play the steal. I'm just gonna stay here. I'm just gonna play the steal. It's all good. Just gonna play the steal. I'll just shoot. My teammates are dying. These guys are terrible. How could they lose these fights, man? I'm just gonna sit here and play the steal. Gotta play the steal. Play the steal the whole time. You know, that's the only play I can make, man. It's the only way I'm useful. Can't go help in the fight. Gotta play the steal. All right. You know, still just sitting here in this bush. They don't know I'm here. The other team has no idea. It's gonna be so hilarious when I just take the last hit on this Articuno and win my team the game. I'm gonna carry these idiots. It's gonna be so great. These idiots are dying again, and these crazy. They just keep losing every fight. How do they keep losing every fight? It's crazy. Oh, what the hell? What? How do you know I was here? I've gotta jump in. We did it. Oh, guys, let's do it. Oh my god. We got it. I'm a hero. I'm a freaking hero, guys. Hopefully you guys like that intro. What is going on, peasants? My name is JV, and I am back here today with a bit of a discussion video here in Pokemon Unite. This is something that has been on my mind for just a really long time, and I just kind of want to go over some gameplays that I took from my stream the other night. Follow me on Twitch, by the way, twitch.tv/I'mJBWestside. Follow me over there. It'd mean a lot. But anyway, this is just something I've been wanting to make a video on for a while, and I finally just sort of had it with, you know, just people making this play over and over again. I just want to talk about how it's genuinely, I don't want to say never a good play, but 9 times out of 10 it is just a really bad decision to just sit in a bush for an entire team fight. That is just always a bad play. Especially during Articuno fights. Like, yeah, we're gonna go over specific examples of this, but how not to use bushes, basically 101, and that was that Dragonite clip. So, and then there's another thing I want to talk about, and that basically involves leaving Zapdos fights to score. Now, if you're the only person alive in any of these situations, like if you're the last one alive and you're hiding in a bush to try to play the steal on Articuno, that's totally different than what we're gonna be talking about here. And if, you know, you're losing the team fight at Articuno, like if you're the last one alive, you want to go try to just dunk 100 points in base real quick, that's a totally different thing as well. What I'm talking about specifically is ignoring team fights to hide in bushes and play the steal. And what I'm talking about is leaving the Articuno fight to go score. What I'm talking about is not showing up to the Articuno fight to defend in one specific instance. So what I really want to just get across is, just mathematically speaking, it's a losing situation. It's a losing play to make every single time, because at the most, like when you leave the Articuno fight to score, you're scoring at most 100 points. You're trading that for at max 500. Like, it's just mathematically, it does not make sense to leave the Articuno fight where you at least have a chance to steal Articuno and, you know, prevent the other team from getting it, of course. It's just a losing mathematical play, in my opinion. And then the other play, you know, not showing up or, you know, hiding in a bush, those just sort of speak for themselves. But the main thing I want to focus on in this video and in this, you know, discussion is stop leaving the Articuno fight to score. And we'll get, like I said, we already talked about a couple sort of situations where it's okay to, like, if you're the last one alive and you want to do it, or if your team is full committing, like the Japanese strategy where you completely ignore Articuno and all 5 of you go score with buddy bears and stuff, that's fine if you're playing in a coordinated 5-man stack. Of course that works, obviously. What I'm talking about is in solo queue. Stop leaving the fight. Leaving the fight is never a good thing, because if you're not at the fight, you can't win it. Be at Articuno, stop leaving Articuno. Let's go over these clips. And one more disclaimer before we get into this. This is not meant to flame any of these players, you know, or call them out, because I make mistakes. We all make mistakes. We all suck at the game. Like, no one is really good at this game, okay? We all make bad plays from time to time. It happens. But I just want to, you know, try to get a little bit of correction in here and just try to, like, you know, get it out into the community that it's just mathematically a bad play to leave the fight. And also, I lied. We're absolutely flaming this Dragonite player because he made it. Yeah, we'll get to it. We'll get to it. All right, let's watch the clips. All right, so we can just go ahead and hop on over to the clips. And like I said, these were pulled from my Twitch stream. You can go follow me on twitch.tv/I'mJBWestside. Link in the description. It'd be super cool. You can see we're about halfway to affiliate. So, you know, if you guys are, you know, interested in my content, you want to watch me live and you want to get me to affiliate, I mean, maybe, you know, go follow me or something, but that's irrelevant. Let's go ahead and just watch some of these plays. So you see we're playing Gengar. The wheel give us Gengar. That's just unfortunate in and of itself. So the first mistake is playing Gengar. Second mistake is I am the only person out of the 10 people in the game at Articuno, which I guess you could say maybe I should have been helping my team in a team fight. But when you see how their team just walks through freely to the middle of the map, just shows up all at full health, by the way, from where my teammates were. You see the Blastoise walks in from the top up here, right past my Absol at full health. The who is the other guy? The Venusaur walks in from bottom past the Talonflame and the Mime. I mean, I don't know what the hell Mime's doing down here. I don't know where Talonflame's going. He has basically full health. Like, if you're gonna be walking back there, just base, dude. And then Pikachu's just off respawn, so no fault on the Pikachu here. But the Blastoise walking like literally right through the Absol at full health. That's inexcusable. So like even if I were to be at the team fights, it's not like I was really even able to participate in a fight because, well, we're not really doing anything. So the Absol just decides to pill off, and he's just sort of hanging out up here while I'm, you know, 1v3ing. None of my teammates are showing. Mine finally shows up, does nothing. Talonflame jumps into the bush. And then Pikachu just sort of decides to leave. Absol still hasn't joined in the fight. And then Mime just leaves as well. Talonflame leaves as well. They just go hang out in a bush. Their team all rotates back down to Dreadnought, while my Mime and Pikachu decide to trade a 30-point score for the entirety of Dreadnought. And Talonflame never leaves the bush. So he's sitting in the bush, presumably to play this still, right? Go back and watch like this whole clip. This whole thing and me respawning. He's sitting in this bush the entire time, just the entire time. Doesn't leave the bush, leaves way too late, and doesn't even really make an attempt at the steal. And at this point, the game's just over. Yeah. So moving on to the next one, we're playing Venusaur here in the top lane, where you see we're all pushing as a unit. There's about 3 minutes, a little under 3 minutes, little under 4 minutes left in the game. We'll get it out eventually, and then Pikachu's bringing up the rear behind us. So all 5 of our teammates are in top lane. We see the Absol offlaning a score down bottom. So we do have numbers here in the top lane. It's 5v4. Literally, it's 4v2 in this fight. Whichever rotates in, I get Unite moved, and we just blow up. And then Pikachu decides, hey, I'm just not even gonna join in this fight, and then just decides to leave and not help with the fight at all, just completely abandoning our Sylveon. That's a little bit unfortunate. I can kind of get, you know, not wanting to just feed there, but then, you know, fast forwarding a little bit to, you know, just about 2 minutes left in the game. We're coming up on the last round. I made the decision, so you guys can see Dreadnought's up here. I made the decision in this game to rotate up top to make sure they didn't get a free base rotom at 2 minutes. I just wanted to make sure they didn't get it. I didn't care. Dreadnought is irrelevant at this point. Last rotom is, I think, more important than even first Dreadnought. So I just wanted to make sure they didn't get a base rotom for free. That's why I'm not at Dreadnought. You can see their Pikachu, I guess, had a similar sort of idea. This Pikachu also was the type of player who didn't leave their lane, which is another play style I have a problem with. Stop staying in your lane the entire game. Like, that is literally pointless. Like, do not sit in one lane the entire game. You're supposed to rotate around the map. Like, yeah, stay in your lane for like the laning phase until Dreadnought, until Rotom, till 7 minutes. Like, stay in your lane for that. Then, you know, from there, rotate throughout the lanes. Go back and forth. Don't sit in your lane the entire game. This Pikachu literally did not leave his zone. You can see he was, you know, in the last part of the clip, he was one of the guys just sitting in the zone. Like, his favorite thing to do is just sit in the zone when there's nothing going on. Anyway, so I'm looking at the clock and I'm like, okay, well, he has a decent amount of points. I have a decent amount of points, him being the Pikachu in this instance. So Rotom's not really going to happen. So I just decided to Unite move him and take him out. I can't really fight a Pikachu with all this CC at low health on his own. So I just decided to go ahead, Unite move him, and get, you know, basically 100 points in. I, you know, should have picked up those extra points, but I just wanted to make sure I got the score in. Ping together here, check to see no one's on it. So I'm like, okay, cool. I have time to base real quick. You can see my Pikachu, I guess, learned to go off lane to score, but there's literally not a bottom lane up for him to off lane. So we all show up late. Our Sylveon's dead. I decided to chase this guy down. He runs right past me. You can't just let him out for free, especially at that low health. So go ahead and grab that, pick up the points as well, just because I don't want them to get, you know, free points. So I was a little bit late to this fight, but you can see you know, nothing had really happened. We all just blow up, and my Pikachu was in top lane, offlaning a score, trading once again 50 points for 500. So again, I was a little bit late to this fight as well. Again, so this is, you know, a little bit on me too. Should I have, you know, turned around to pick up those, what, 5 points from Absol? Probably not. Or 10 points from Absol? Probably shouldn't have stayed to pick these up. But I mean, you know, why leave 3 points on the ground? And I noticed like they're not on it. They're killing my Sylveon at this point, or, you know, they're not, you know, I have time basically to get back to the fight. Get Unite moved. My Pikachu decides to go offlane to score. And yeah, basically it was 3v5 at that point. We just already lost. I just like, what I'm trying to get across is the 54 points worth, you know, trying to steal Dreadnought, or trying to steal Articuno? Like, is trading 54 points for at least trying to win the game worth it? I don't think that's a winning play ever, especially when you know that their enemy team, you can see all over the minimap, they have their whole team here. They have all 4 people that are alive are here. You're offlaning the 50 points when they also have, you know, a lot of people 50 points here, 30 points here, and they're about to take out Articuno. And you also have your Unite move. Pikachu's Unite move is so good in team fights. And you decide to offlane and trade 50 points for 500 and the game. So once again, my team pops a surrender. I decide not to because, I don't know, I have some sort of morals or whatever. But yeah, he doesn't even get back in, and then unites, you know, he unites his Charizard for, you know, no real reason out of spite, I guess. I mean, it does stop a 50 point from going in, so I guess that's fine. But yeah, moving on to the next game. Yeah, again, this isn't meant to bash anyone. That Pikachu, you know, he made a bad decision, made a bad mathematical decision in that instance. So very similar situation to last game. We just took a team fight up in top lane and won. So I think do I check in the clip? Because I check, you know, to see whether or not they've started Articuno at this point, because I don't know how many people we kill. Yeah, there's 2 down, so I checked to see if they were on Articuno. They weren't, so I had time to base. Cram also did as well. Jump back in. So Talonflame immediately goes to off lane where there's not a goal. Like, if you're gonna off lane, go to the lane where there's a goal. Like, if you're gonna backdoor a score, maybe go to the lane where there's a zone to score in. I don't know, that just seems, you know what, hey, do you, bud. Decide to unite the Talonflame because Talonflame is broken and it's, you know, squishy, and I'm like, hey, let's go ahead and take out one of the carries. And I'm not getting it, and I just explode. My Talonflame is in the Dreadnought pit for some reason. How did he get down there? Like seriously, how did he get down there? Let's watch him. Does he unite or something? Do we see a Talonflame unite in the bottom of the screen? Do we see him anywhere? No, he's just walking down. He just walks down there to the bears and into the Dreadnought pit. So yeah, he just completely abandons the Dreadnought fight. Just completely abandons it and goes to dunk 50 and counter score. So I mean, he gets the 50 in. I don't agree with completely leaving the fight and then basing. Like, I think that's just a complete waste, especially when they also counter scored and had numbers at Zap. So, or Articuno in this case. So yeah, he literally ignores the team fight to offlane a score while they are also offlaning scores down here. 86 plus 100. So yeah, they get a huge overdunk. They score 186 points in that goal. So we trade 200 for 100, and then we also give up Articuno by just not being at the fight. Just not being at the fight. So yeah, just again, a bad decision mathematically speaking. Like, it's just, those numbers don't add up. Okay, so this is going to be a little bit out of order. This was actually supposed to be the last clip in the video because this clip is why I'm even making this video in the first place. So at the end of the video, you're going to see a clip from earlier in this game. So this whole thing is about the bushes, the goddamn bushes in this game. So you guys can see there's bushes here. If you don't know how the bushes work, you can hide in them and the enemies don't see you on the map. Basically, you guys all know how bushes work. And there are so many instances where camping in a bush could be good. Like I said, the clip at the end will show both sides of the bushes, and it's again from the same game and from this same player. And I know I said that, you know, this wasn't meant to flame anyone. I lied, because we are absolutely going to be flaming this person, and I'm not apologizing for this, because this is legitimately one of the single worst plays I have ever seen inside of Pokemon Unite, and that is saying something. This is a truly awful play. So just pay attention to what this Dragonite does. So you can see we're fighting over their zone here. We have a big team fight going on. Really bad team fight. Just don't ever push their zone when, like, in this situation when Articuno's about to spawn. Just don't ever push that zone, because you're gonna go down. You're gonna put yourself in spawn for 22 seconds. So you're just taking yourself out of pretty much the entirety of the Articuno fight for the most part. There are situations where, you know, it lasts longer than that if we're able to get some kills per se, and, you know, just stall it out. That can be, you know, a decent trade-off, but most of the time this is just a horrible fight to take. So I'm pinging the retreat to get my teammates to back up. We have the, like I said, the Chomp and the Blastoise up top. The Venusaur is, you know, dead now, and then Dragonite. Just watch the Dragonite. So Dragonite's gonna come hide in the bottom L bush down here, and Blastoise bases, which is fine. We have time. He has time for that. Garchomp is gonna be coming down from the bottom lane. I see he's getting chased, so I decided to come up and help him, and I just get bursted down by Absol, and my Dragonite is sitting in the bush while our team is getting obliterated. Just sitting in the bush, just sitting there. He's obviously, you know, trying to play this still with his Unite move, but they're not starting it, buddy. They're in the lead. They don't have to start it. I think it said they were in the lead. It doesn't matter. He's just sitting in the bush and not helping his team. So Venusaur shows back up. Again, Dragonite has not moved a muscle, has not moved a single pixel. He just has not moved at all. Just sitting in that one spot, not moving, not helping the team. I respawn, full walk back in, like 45 seconds later, get united by a Zeraora. I just explode. Dragonite again has not moved. He's like, oh, dude, I'm gonna get the still, guys. I'm gonna get the still. It's gonna be great. It's gonna be glorious. So Zeraora walks to the bush, finds him, and then he just immediately unites in without even presumably looking at the health. And we somehow get lucky. Like, we don't deserve this win. Like, the Chomp steals, but that, like, you cannot tell me in any situation ignoring 2 full team fights is a good play. You cannot tell me that that is even remotely good in any way. That any good came out of that. We got just pure dumb lucky. Like, that is just that is one of the most annoying things about this game. Just stop making that play. Stop. Like, if you're the only one alive and you want to go for the still from the bush, cool. You can't ignore 2 full team fights sitting in a fucking bush. I'm sorry for my language, but nah, dude, that is just awful. Stop being that person. Don't be that person. Participate in team fights. Be in team fights. Hey, buddy, you're playing Dragonite. You presumably have a buddy barrier. I don't know if you know this, but buddy barriers help your teammates too. It has buddy in the name. Like, it's just, that is genuinely a brain dead play, and we got bailed out by just pure RNG. So next clip, we're playing Green. This is just completely different from all the other clips in this game. This is more so a thing that I'm sure a lot of you know, but if you don't know, you always want to have your Unite move up for Zapdos. Always want to have your Unite move up for Zap. So you can see we have 4 Unite moves up here, 5 Unite moves if you count mine. Everyone on my team has a Unite move. So let's go ahead and pay attention. Machamp unites. Okay, he gets a KO out of it. He doesn't get a KO out of it. He just dies. So he wastes his Unite right before Zapdos at 3 minutes. Just completely wasted. I'm getting Serena. Like, it is what it is, dude. Serena is disgusting. And then Cinderace decides he's going to get low and then unite into 3 people. You can see there are 3 people on the map. The Serena, the Garchomp, and the Dragonite is also just there. So he just throws his Unite. It targets something randomly. I think it probably targeted the Dragonite. It doesn't matter what it targeted. He just threw his Unite move and did nothing with it and ran away and fed his brains out. So just making his respawn timer, I guess, not really longer, but yeah, just don't waste your Unite move like that ever. Just ever. Just save your Unite moves. Is under, like, the latest you can ever possibly unite is 3.5 minutes, and even then I think you're cutting it too close. I really don't think you should be uniting under 4 minutes ever. You can, on more damage focused Pokemon, like on Cinderace specifically, you could probably get away with it at closer to like 3.5, 3:45, but at or under 3 minutes, don't save it for Articuno, Zap. Just don't. So I just wanted to include this little clip here at the end as well, as you know, just showing you guys how we end up losing this game, because it was really sad. We end up surrendering. I don't know why I put this in. Maybe the scoreboard will have a reason. Do I have a reason why I left this in? I guess I don't have a reason why I left that in. All right, so this game, we're playing Garchomp again. It's what the wheel gave me, man. I was at the mercy of the wheel for this stream. It's not the point though. We're playing a little big chomper. This is gotta pay attention to Mr. Mime in this clip. Okay, so you can notice we have our Cramorant is respawning, our Charizard is also on base, our Serena and our Serena is jumping over the wall actually, and our Mr. Mime is just chilling in the bottom lane. There's a Lucario here, and the entirety of the rest of the team is in the middle with me, you know, just having a nice little gangbang, if you will. I don't know if that's the word for it, but it's the word I used. They're just gonna destroy me because what am I supposed to do against 4 people? Mime just chilling in the bottom lane, So I'm like, okay, what's going on here? Why is he just hanging out? You just sitting in the bush, bud? I already hate you for just sitting in the bush. And he walks up and he gets vision on the Lucario with 37 points. So 37 points is a decent dunk. Like, it's gonna be, you know, if he gets this bear, it's gonna put him at 43. It'll be an 86 dunk. That's a pretty big dunk. However, 86 points, I don't know if you guys know this, less than 500. So the point I'm trying to get across here is, yes, it is technically a 4v4 at Articuno, so it's an even fight. However, you're focusing on the wrong fight here, bud. Like, these points are, you know, yeah, it's a big dunk, but if you give us, you know, walls and confusion stuns at the Articuno pit, I don't know, sounds pretty important to have there. Give ourselves a numerical advantage at the Articuno pit, and who knows, maybe we flip that. And then the 86 points that this guy dunks are going to be completely irrelevant if we win Articuno. But instead, he decides to stay here the entire fight, and yeah, it doesn't really end up stopping the Lucario because, well, he can't stop the Lucario when there's instant scoring going. You can't really stop a Lucario anyway, but especially once he wins Zap, like, we're, you know, we don't have numbers at Zap. We lose the 4v4. And we just lose the game. I know here is the here's the instance of a great use of a bush into one of the worst uses of a bush I have ever seen. It's the same game, same Dragonite player. So Garchomp and I are chasing down this this here Slowbro, and just pay attention to this bush over yonder. This do I have the control thing on? I don't have the control thing on, so yeah, just pay attention to the bottom bush here. Getting chased, he gets telekinesis, and there's a Zero Aura Unite, and we just both explode. Cool. And that was basically on Dreadnought spawn. Rotom's gonna be up in 30 seconds, so that's not really as important. We were just trying to get that Slowbro. Obviously don't know anyone's in the bush, so we have the Dragonite and the Venusaur sitting in a bush in the bottom. Venusaur jumps out once Dread spawns. I'm like, okay, do I trust these guys? I literally said to myself out loud, do I trust, you know, there's Venusaur and Dragonite against one Absol who doesn't have his Unite Wave? He just United previously, I think, at the Dreadnought. And then I realized the Dragonite's not moving. The Dragonite is staring at a wall in a bush. So I'm like, okay, let me go help this Venusaur if I can. And then Garchomp shows up as well. Dragonite walks out of the bush. So this is another important thing. He walks out of the bush a little bit, like they won't see him. So he leaves for a second, and he's like, nah, I'm just actually gonna go back to the bush. I'm just actually gonna go back. And yeah, I end up trading with the Absol. Blastoise is, you know, just getting kind of bullied, and then he jumps in when no one's on Dreadnought and just completely wastes his Unite move. They end up getting the KO, but holy crap, I just, like, you just yeet your ball into the arena. That's okay. I never really noticed that. It's such a quick animation in game, but yeah, that was not really sure what to think about that play either. So he decides not to Unite in when, because you can assume he's, you know, panned over, right? You can assume he's panned over, you know, watching things. He doesn't decide to Unite in when we have, you can't really see the Garchomp's HP, but he's at about half. Doesn't decide to jump in now. And Dreadnought's also really low at this point. Doesn't decide to jump in then, or even when the, you know, after I die. He decides to jump in when the Blastoise pretty much has the Garchomp dead and Dreadnought has healed. So yeah, a bit of an anticlimactic game. Like I said, the first Dragonite clip was supposed to be the last one. Like, that was supposed to be the end of the video. Was where's it at? It was this clip. This clip was supposed to be the end of the video. But yeah, just the main point I want to get across, which if you guys couldn't tell, is stop hiding in bushes. Stop off-laning to score when there's a fight going on. If you're the last one alive and you want to off-lane to score, fine. If you're offlaning a score at like 206 or something and you're timing it so you dunk right at 2 minutes, fine. Don't ever leave the fight to score. Never leave a team fight to score. It's never good. It's never helpful. Mathematically, it does not make sense to trade at most 100 points for 500 points. It's never a good trade. Stop making that play. And for the love of God, don't fucking hide in bushes while there's team fights going on, let alone 2 fucking team fights going on. Stop hiding in bushes. Help your fucking teammates. And that's really all I got. Thank you guys so much for putting up with my nonsense. I'll catch you guys in the next one. Peace.